Alright guys, so I'm sure you know somebody or heard of somebody who bought a car, a cheap car, and it turned out to be a complete chaos for them. It either lasted maybe a week or, maybe they didn't even make it home. So basically, I just want you to not be that guy. I've been doing this for over 8 years, and I think I know about a thing or two about buying cheap cars. Now, every car is different, so it's kind of hard for me to tell you exactly how much you should pay for a particular car. So I believe the best I can do is just give you the guidelines of what you should expect, what you might should buy whenever you are, shopping around at least, and know at least you should be getting a right deal or not get burned in the worst case scenario. So what is a cheap car? In this case, for this video particularly, let's talk about cheap cars being something below $3,000. There's a reason why the car is going to be below $3,000. Is going to be three things. Don't forget the top three. Is going to be year, it's going to be miles, and it's going to be condition. Now, year, miles on the $3,000 car, you can expect it's not going to be a new car. But condition is really where you can get burned or where you can make your money, get a good deal on the vehicle. Condition is the most important thing on the cheap vehicle. What do I mean by that? Usually at a $3,000 car, it's no longer going to have any depreciation left. And the miles, vehicles with higher miles can be well maintained and be in a lot better condition than the vehicle with a little bit more with a little bit less miles. And again, it's hard to judge, but roughly, on $3,000 vehicle, you're not going to have any more depreciation when you buy it, and if it's sold in the same condition, likely when you sell it either. So the state of economy has been inflation, very steady, and the prices of new cars obviously going up. So the older vehicles tend to hold their value. And I don't want to say they're appreciating per se, but they're not really getting much cheaper. I have cars sitting for 6 months sometimes, and they actually go up in price because the market changes. And sometimes it's better time to buy a different car. And I can't get into it right now. It's a topic for another conversation. You guys can check out some of the other videos, and I will probably do a video on that specifically. You can't trust Kelley Blue Book on a lot of that stuff, because on a $3,000 vehicle, once again, all the numbers are taken from the sales that were done through the tax office. So if somebody bought, a car for $1,000 that they had to fix, it affects the price of a super nice car that's the same year and miles that was in mint condition. So it's really, really hard to judge, and Kelley Blue Book is usually just complete out of whack on those. So like I said, you got to know the guidelines and what your car can buy. It's more or less reality versus expectation, and you gotta you gotta have right expectation for what the reality is. I recently watched a video on Mike Davenport's channel, and he was trying to buy a car for $500, and obviously he ended up with no car, because the cars that he was looking at for $500 were $500 cars. They could probably get him, A to B if it's 5-10 miles away until somebody come up with the next paycheck. But they were looking at $550 at the door, with tax time license. That's $400 car, really. So know what you expect whenever you go shopping. So don't expect some magic trick to happen. It's too good to be true. Usually it is. Car is going to be cheap for a reason. It's not going to be a super awesome car that somebody just decide to sell for $1,000, $1,500. That's not going to have any mechanical issues. It does not happen. Okay, so it's going to have something, some issues with it. So it's going to be cheap for a reason, other than just year and miles. So it's something you kind of have to know and kind of have to judge for yourself. So, the looks and mechanical condition. What can I say about the looks and mechanical condition? I have a lot of people that come in and they basically say, oh, that's such a nice car. and let me buy it. And I tell them, hey, the car is not ready for sale, and they're still trying to buy it, and the car has issues, but it's a shiny turd at the stated point in time. And you don't want to be the guy who buying the shiny turd and paying the premium for it, because you're gonna end up putting a lot more money to get it fixed and get it going. Checking the mechanical condition, obviously, it's a big thing and it's a huge topic, and I'm gonna have to leave that for another video. So, guys, like, subscribe, and it will be coming up soon if it's not out yet. If you find this information useful, and if you look forward to the company information, if you have questions and comments, I'm always open to answer them. So just leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.